Fellow gardeners and self-reliant folks, the World Health Organization just made an announcement that could change your autumn garden forever. They've identified 10 essential wild edible plants they're urging everyone to grow this season. Not as a casual suggestion, but as a serious step toward food security. Autumn is actually the perfect time to get these plants established, giving them a head start while others pack up their gardens for winter. The reason is simple. Food systems are fragile, supply chains unpredictable, and having resilient, nutrient-dense plants in your own yard is no longer optional. It's essential. These aren't just survival foods. They're nutritional powerhouses and natural medicine sources that thrive in cooler weather. Some become sweeter after frost, others hit peak medicinal potency when temperatures drop, and a few even prefer the short days and cool nights of fall. I've spent months researching each plant's nutritional profile, growth habits, and health benefits. Many offer complete proteins, immune-boosting minerals, and vitamins that are hard to find in winter, often outperforming what you can buy in the grocery store. Best of all, they're hardy, low maintenance, and adaptable enough for backyards, small gardens, or even containers on a balcony. This WHO list isn't just about long-term resilience. Several of these plants can be harvested within weeks, while others will feed you for years once established. Whether you're looking for fresh greens in the snow, perennials that keep producing without replanting, or plants that fill critical nutritional gaps, these 10 species deliver. Today I'll walk you through each one, why it made the list, how to plant it this autumn for maximum success, and how to harvest and use it. By the end, you'll know exactly how to transform your autumn garden into a reliable, self-sustaining food source that keeps your family healthy through the cold months ahead. Let's get started with plant number 1. Let's get started with plant number 1, dandelion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dandelion? That's just a weed. But hold on there, partner, because the World Health Organization didn't put this powerhouse on their essential list by accident. Taraxacum officinale is about to become your new best friend. And here's why this so-called weed is actually nutritional gold. Listen up, because this is where things get really interesting. Dandelion leaves contain more vitamin A than carrots, more iron than spinach, and more potassium than bananas. We're talking about a plant that most people spend money trying to kill when they should be celebrating every single one that pops up in their yard. The WHO knows what they're doing here. This plant is a complete nutritional powerhouse that thrives in autumn conditions. But here's the kicker. Autumn is actually when dandelions are at their absolute best. While summer dandelions can be bitter and tough, fall dandelions develop this incredible sweetness as the plant prepares for winter. The cooler temperatures trigger the plant to store up sugars in the roots, making both the leaves and roots more palatable and nutritious than they are any other time of year. And let's talk about what this plant can do for your health. Dandelion is nature's ultimate liver cleanser. It stimulates bile production, helps flush toxins from your system, and supports healthy digestion. Exactly what your body needs as you head into the heavier foods of winter. The diuretic properties help reduce inflammation and support kidney function, while the high levels of antioxidants boost your immune system right when cold and flu season is ramping up. Now, here's where dandelion really shines in your autumn garden strategy. This plant is virtually indestructible. You can plant it now, and it'll keep producing fresh greens all winter long in most climates. Even under snow, those roots are storing energy and preparing for an explosive spring growth that'll give you the earliest fresh greens of the year. Planting dandelion in autumn is ridiculously simple. Scatter the seeds directly on your soil. They don't even need to be covered. The fall rains will take care of germination, and the plants will establish strong root systems through winter. Or if you're finding wild dandelions, dig up some roots now and transplant them to your garden. They'll thank you by producing bigger, more tender leaves than their wild cousins. Number 2, lamb's quarters. Chenopodium album is the plant that's going to make you forget all about spinach. The World Health Organization included this incredible edible because it's basically a superfood that grows like a weed and actually prefers cool weather. While your neighbors are complaining about frost killing their tender plants, lamb's quarters will be thriving and providing you with fresh, nutritious greens. Here's what makes lamb's quarters absolutely essential for your autumn garden. It's one of the few plants that actually gets better with cold weather. Light frosts don't hurt it at all. They actually improve the flavor by reducing any bitterness and concentrating the natural sweetness. We're talking about a plant that can provide fresh salad greens well into November and December in most areas. The nutritional profile of lamb's quarters is off the charts. It contains more protein than spinach, massive amounts of vitamin C, and calcium levels that rival dairy products. The WHO specifically noted its high levels of vitamin K, which is crucial for bone health and becomes even more important as we age and spend less time in the sun during winter months. But here's where lamb's quarters really proves its worth: versatility. Young leaves are perfect for salads, mature leaves can be cooked like spinach, and the seeds can be harvested and used like quinoa. That's right, this single plant gives you fresh greens, cooked vegetables, and grain-like seeds all from the same plant. Talk about maximizing your garden space. Autumn planting of lamb's quarters is a game changer because you're working with the plant's natural life cycle. Seeds planted now will germinate quickly in the cool, moist conditions, establish strong plants before winter, and then explode with growth in early spring. Plus, lamb's quarters readily self-seeds, meaning once you plant it, you'll likely have it coming back year after year without any effort on your part. Number 3. Purslane. Portulaca oleracea might look like a simple, fleshy-leaved ground cover, but the World Health Organization included it on this list for one very specific reason. It contains more omega-3 fatty acids than any other leafy green. We're talking about essential nutrients that most people only get from fish, available fresh from your garden when everything else is dormant. Now, here's what makes purslane absolutely perfect for autumn planting. This succulent plant stores water in its thick leaves and stems, making it incredibly drought-tolerant once established. But more importantly, it continues producing tender, juicy leaves even as temperatures drop, providing you with fresh vegetables when most other plants have called it quits for the season. The health benefits of purslane are staggering. Beyond those crucial omega-3s, it's packed with vitamin E, magnesium, and potassium. The WHO specifically highlighted its role in supporting heart health and reducing inflammation. Exactly what your body needs as stress levels tend to increase during the darker months of the year. Plus, the natural mucilage in the leaves acts as a soothing agent for digestive issues. What's really exciting about purslane is how it responds to autumn conditions. While summer heat can make the leaves tough and the plant bolt to seed quickly, cooler fall temperatures keep the plant in its prime harvesting stage much longer. You can literally pick leaves for weeks without the plant going to seed, giving you a continuous harvest of these nutritional powerhouses. Planting purslane in autumn requires just a tiny bit of strategy, but it's still incredibly simple. The seeds need soil temperatures above 60 degrees to germinate, so you want to get them in the ground while there's still some warmth left from summer. Once established, though, the plants can handle surprisingly cool temperatures and will often survive light frosts, especially if you give them some basic protection. Number 4. Wild amaranth. Amaranthus retroflexus is about to change everything you thought you knew about backyard weeds. The World Health Organization didn't just include this plant for its incredible nutritional density. They included it because it's one of the few plants that provides complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs to function properly. Think about that for a moment. We're talking about a plant that most people consider a nuisance weed, but it's actually providing the same quality protein as meat, eggs, or dairy. The leaves can be eaten like spinach, and the seeds can be harvested and used as a grain. One plant, complete nutrition, and it absolutely loves autumn growing conditions. Here's where wild amaranth really shines in your fall garden strategy. This plant is incredibly cold hardy and actually develops better flavor after exposure to light frost. The seeds mature late in the season, meaning you're getting your grain harvest right when you need to be stocking up for winter. And we're not talking about small amounts here. A single mature amaranth plant can produce up to a pound of seeds. The WHO specifically noted amaranth's role in supporting immune function during challenging times. The high levels of zinc, iron, and B vitamins make it perfect for maintaining energy levels and fighting off seasonal illnesses. Plus, the natural compounds in amaranth have been shown to help regulate blood sugar levels, which becomes increasingly important when fresh produce is scarce, and people tend to rely more heavily on stored foods. Autumn planting of amaranth is straightforward, but timing matters. You want to get seeds in the ground early enough that plants can establish and mature before hard freezes. In most areas, that means planting by late August or early September. But here's the beautiful thing. Amaranth readily self-seeds, so once you get it established, you'll have volunteer plants coming up at the perfect time year after year. Number 5. Chickweed. Stellaria media might look delicate, but don't let appearances fool you. The World Health Organization included this tender green on their essential list because it's one of nature's most reliable sources of vitamin C during the winter months. While scurvy might seem like an old-fashioned concern, vitamin C deficiency is actually more common than you'd think, especially during the darker months when fresh produce is expensive and less available. But here's what makes chickweed absolutely perfect for autumn gardens. It's specifically adapted to cool weather growing. While heat stress kills most tender greens, chickweed thrives in the cool, moist conditions of fall and winter. In many climates, you can harvest fresh chickweed greens throughout the entire winter, even pulling them from under snow. The taste of chickweed is incredibly mild and pleasant. Imagine the most tender, sweet spinach you've ever eaten, but even better. It's perfect raw in salads, fantastic steamed as a side dish, and makes an excellent addition to soups and stews. The WHO noted its particular value for children and elderly people who might struggle with stronger tasting greens, but need the nutrition. Beyond vitamin C, chickweed is packed with minerals that become crucial during winter months. The high calcium content supports bone health when people are getting less vitamin D from sunlight, and the iron levels help combat the fatigue that can come with shorter days and less outdoor activity. Planting chickweed for autumn harvest is almost ridiculously easy. The seeds are tiny, so you basically just scatter them over prepared soil and keep them moist until germination. The plant prefers partial shade, making it perfect for growing under taller plants or in spots where other vegetables might struggle. Once established, chickweed forms these beautiful spreading mats of tender greens that you can harvest continuously by cutting sections and letting them regrow. Number 6. Wild garlic. Allium ursinum is about to become your secret weapon against winter illnesses, and the World Health Organization knows exactly why they put this aromatic powerhouse on their essential autumn planting list. We're talking about a plant that not only provides incredible flavor to your meals, but also acts as nature's own antibiotic, antiviral, and immune system booster, rolled into one hearty, reliable package. Now, here's where wild garlic really proves its worth in your autumn garden strategy. Unlike regular garlic that takes months to develop those familiar bulbs, wild garlic gives you harvestable leaves within weeks of planting. Those leaves pack just as much punch as the bulbs, containing all the same beneficial compounds that make garlic such a medicinal marvel. We're talking about allicin, the compound that gives garlic its antimicrobial properties, available fresh from your garden when cold and flu season hits hardest. But here's what makes this plant absolutely perfect for fall planting. It's specifically designed to thrive in cooler conditions. Wild garlic actually requires a cold period to reach its full potential, so when you plant it now, you're working with its natural life cycle instead of fighting against it. The bulbs established through winter, and come spring, you'll have more garlic than you know what to do with. The health benefits of wild garlic are staggering, and the WHO didn't include it by accident. This plant has been clinically shown to lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol levels, and boost immune function. During the darker months when people are more susceptible to seasonal depression and illness, wild garlic provides natural compounds that support both mental and physical health. Plus, the high sulfur content helps your body detoxify from all those heavier winter foods. What's really exciting about wild garlic is its incredible versatility in the kitchen. The leaves can be used fresh like chives, chopped into salads, or cooked into soups and stews. The flowers are edible and make beautiful garnishes, while the bulbs can be used just like regular garlic. One plant, multiple harvests throughout the growing season, and it keeps getting better year after year. Autumn planting of wild garlic is straightforward, but requires a little patience. Plant the bulbs about 2 inches deep in well-draining soil, and they'll slowly establish through winter. The real magic happens in spring, when those established bulbs send up shoots earlier than almost anything else in your garden, giving you the first fresh flavors of the new growing season. Number 7. Plantain. Plantago major might be growing in your yard right now without you even realizing what a treasure you've got. The World Health Organization included this humble plant on their essential list because it's basically a natural first aid kit that you can harvest fresh whenever you need it. We're talking about a plant that can stop bleeding, reduce inflammation, and heal wounds faster than you thought possible. Here's what makes plantain absolutely indispensable for your autumn garden. This plant doesn't just tolerate cool weather, it actually prefers it. While summer heat can make plantain leaves tough and fibrous, autumn conditions produce tender, succulent leaves that are perfect both for eating and for medicinal use. Plus, plantain is one of those rare plants that can handle foot traffic, making it perfect for planting along pathways where you'll see it regularly and remember to harvest it. The medicinal properties of plantain are legendary, and modern science is backing up what traditional healers have known for centuries. The leaves contain compounds that act as natural antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, and wound healers. The WHO specifically noted its effectiveness for treating cuts, burns, insect bites, and skin irritations. Basically, all the minor injuries that happen more frequently when people are spending time outdoors preparing for winter. But plantain isn't just medicine, it's food too. Young leaves are excellent in salads, providing a slightly bitter flavor that stimulates digestion. Older leaves can be cooked like spinach or added to soups for their thickening properties. The seeds, which develop in those distinctive spike-like flower heads, can be harvested and used as a fiber supplement or ground into flour. What's really beautiful about plantain is how it responds to your harvesting. The more you pick the leaves, the more tender new growth the plant produces. It's like the plant wants to be used, rewarding your attention with better and better harvests throughout the growing season. Establishing plantain in your autumn garden is incredibly simple. The seeds are tiny and can be broadcast directly onto prepared soil, or you can transplant wild plants from areas where they're abundant. Once established, plantain forms these beautiful rosettes of ribbed leaves that are both functional and attractive in the garden landscape. Number 8. Violet. Viola odorata is about to change everything you thought you knew about vitamin C. The World Health Organization included this delicate-looking plant on their essential list because violet leaves contain more vitamin C than oranges. We're talking about 15 times more vitamin C ounce for ounce. During winter months when citrus fruits are expensive and fresh produce is limited, violet provides this crucial nutrient right from your backyard. Now, here's where violet really shines in your autumn garden strategy. This plant is specifically adapted to cool, shady conditions that would stress most other edibles. While other plants are shutting down for winter, violet is just getting started, producing fresh leaves that can be harvested throughout the cooler months. In many areas, violet leaves can be found fresh even under snow, providing that crucial vitamin C when you need it most. The taste of violet leaves is mild and pleasant, perfect for people who struggle with stronger tasting greens. The leaves are excellent raw in salads, fantastic steamed as a side dish, or dried and powdered to add nutrition to smoothies and soups. But here's the really exciting part. Violet flowers are also edible and make stunning additions to salads and desserts, turning ordinary meals into something special. Beyond vitamin C, violet provides compounds that support respiratory health during cold and flu season. Traditional herbalists have used violet for centuries to soothe coughs and ease congestion, and modern research is confirming these traditional uses. The WHO noted violet's particular value for maintaining health during the challenging winter months when respiratory illnesses are most common. What makes violet perfect for autumn planting is its preference for establishing during cool weather. The plants develop strong root systems through winter, then explode with growth in early spring. Plus, violet readily self-seeds, so once you establish it in your garden, you'll have it coming back year after year in ever-expanding patches. Planting violet is almost effortless. The seeds can be scattered directly on prepared soil in late fall, where they'll naturally stratify through winter and germinate in spring. Or you can transplant divisions from established plants, giving you immediate results. Violet prefers partial shade and moist soil, making it perfect for those challenging spots in your garden where other plants struggle. Number 9. Wood sorrel. Oxalis species are about to become your go-to source for that bright, lemony flavor that makes winter meals come alive. The World Health Organization included wood sorrel on their essential list, not just for its incredible vitamin C content, but because it provides that crucial sour taste that stimulates digestion and helps your body absorb nutrients from other foods. Here's what makes wood sorrel absolutely perfect for autumn gardens. It thrives in the exact conditions that autumn provides. Cool temperatures, shorter days, and moist soil are precisely what this plant loves most. While summer heat can make wood sorrel bolt to seed quickly, autumn conditions keep the plant producing tender, flavorful leaves for months on end. The taste of wood sorrel is unmistakable. Imagine the most refreshing, tangy lemon flavor you've ever experienced, but from a fresh green leaf. It's perfect for adding bright notes to salads, fantastic for making natural lemonade, and incredible when added to soups and stews for that pop of acidity that makes everything taste better. The WHO specifically noted its value for improving appetite during times when people might be eating more stored foods and less fresh produce. Beyond its culinary uses, wood sorrel provides important nutritional benefits during winter months. The high vitamin C content supports immune function, while the natural organic acids help your body absorb iron from other foods. This becomes crucial during winter when people often rely more heavily on grains and legumes that contain iron in forms that are harder for the body to use. What's really exciting about wood sorrel is its incredible productivity in small spaces. This low-growing plant forms dense mats of clover-like leaves that can be harvested continuously throughout the growing season. A small patch can provide enough leaves for regular harvesting without ever depleting the plant. Establishing wood sorrel in your autumn garden is remarkably simple. The plant often grows wild in shaded areas, so you might already have it on your property without realizing its value. Seeds can be scattered in prepared soil, or you can transplant small divisions from wild populations. Wood sorrel prefers partial shade and moist conditions, making it perfect for growing under taller plants or in areas that might be too shaded for other vegetables. Number 10. Wild spinach. Atriplex species round out the World Health Organization's essential autumn planting list, and for good reason. This hardy plant provides all the nutritional benefits of regular spinach, but with the resilience and adaptability that only wild plants can offer. We're talking about a green that can handle temperature swings, poor soil, and neglect while still producing abundant harvests of nutritious leaves. Here's where wild spinach really proves its worth in your autumn garden strategy. Unlike cultivated spinach that's finicky about temperature and tends to bolt at the first sign of stress, wild spinach thrives in the variable conditions that autumn provides. Cool nights and warm days? No problem. Unexpected frost? It keeps producing. Irregular watering? It handles that too. The nutritional profile of wild spinach is impressive even by the WHO's standards. High levels of iron, calcium, and vitamins A and C make it perfect for maintaining health during the darker months when people need extra nutritional support. The plant also contains natural compounds that help regulate blood sugar levels, which becomes important when people are eating more stored foods and fewer fresh vegetables. What makes wild spinach particularly valuable is its extended harvest season. While regular spinach gives you a few weeks of harvesting before it goes to seed, wild spinach can be harvested continuously from fall planting all the way through winter and into spring. The leaves actually get sweeter and more tender after light frosts, making late-season harvests some of the best of the year. The versatility of wild spinach in the kitchen makes it an essential addition to any autumn garden. Young leaves are perfect raw in salads, mature leaves excel when cooked like regular spinach, and the seeds can be harvested and ground into a nutritious flour. One plant provides greens for immediate use and grain for long-term storage. Planting wild spinach for autumn harvest is straightforward and forgiving. Seeds can be broadcast directly onto prepared soil where fall rains will handle germination, or you can start with transplants for more predictable results. The plant adapts to a wide range of soil conditions and actually seems to prefer the cooler, shorter days of autumn for establishing strong root systems. These 10 plants represent something truly special. A carefully curated list from the World Health Organization that provides complete nutrition, reliable harvests, and health-supporting compounds exactly when you need them most. Each plant brings something unique to your autumn garden, but together they form a comprehensive system for maintaining health and food security through the challenging months ahead. The beauty of this approach is that you're not just growing food, you're growing resilience. These plants will continue producing year after year with minimal input from you, creating a sustainable system that gets better and more productive over time. While others are dependent on grocery stores and supply chains, you'll have fresh, nutritious food growing right outside your door.